What's up, doers? Welcome back to another episode of the Deuces podcast.
Hello, everyone. We are here. We have good lighting. We have good energy. We are back in business. Back on our shit, if you should say. Kara's have coffee. I already finished mine. And today's going to be a good day.
It's a gorgeous day out here in the state of Texas, here, southern Texas. Mm-hmm. It's a little chilly, but it's not central. Thank you. It's not like too cold. Like I can wear this and still be okay.
There's a good breeze.
Yeah.
But you won't be sweating if you're walking outside. So it's right now is the perfect beginning of spring, and it's not going to last very long. No. So we're going to really accept it and embrace it. But this episode is airing when again?
I think the week you come back.
Yeah, week.
Let's just go ahead and give it a rundown. Janelle's going to have a fun bachelor. She's part of the bachelor party.
I'm one of the guys.
She's a guy's girl.
Yeah, so I am going to a bachelor party for my friend Jonathan and Gabby. Congratulations. Woo!
She's an avid doer.
Yeah, she's an avid doer. So we are going to should I say this will be after I get back, right?
Yeah, so the 21st.
Crazy fans want to stalk me. I'm just kidding. So
this will air the 21st. What's 21st? Oh, my bills. The 21st.
21st. Okay, yeah. So we would have already been back. We were going to New Orleans, NOLA, for the bachelor party. It should be, I'm praying, hoping that it was a good time and a fun time. But I've been prepping. Have a lot of stuff still coming in. And it's going to be... I'm hoping not a shit show, disaster like most of my friends' trips. So I hope this one goes good and it's a lot of fun.
I think it'll be fun.
We have some fun activities planned because we finally, because guys are not as fun as girls.
They should already air by then. I mean, not that your guys are listening. What are the activities? I'm dying to know.
We are going on a... we're doing like a...
Your wing eyeliner looks so good.
Thank you. Really? I think I messed up on this eye better than this eye. This eyelash is definitely wrong. Okay,
anyways. Sisters, not twins.
Good idea. John wants to do like a cigar tour kind of thing. It's very manly. So we're going to do look at some like famous cigar bars and stuff there. I probably won't smoke anything because I don't really, I don't think I've never smoked a cigar and I didn't plan on to it.
Yeah.
But maybe I'll try just to see what is up. And then a brewery tour. So we're going to go and do some brewery tours, hopping.
That's
fun. And then go to dinner and then obviously go out afterwards. And then Saturday, we decided to do like a race car thing. So it's like it's like a huge racetrack, but you're using like go-karts. So it's not like a little, you kind of go swerves like at a play place. It's like a big track. So it's like kind of like very scary. I'm pretty nervous. But it should be fun. I've never done it before, like a huge go-kart track. And I think they're faster than go-kart. They're basically like mini race cars.
Oh no. I'm not a Fast and Furious kind of gal.
Yeah, so I'll probably be coming in last, I'm predicting, because I don't know, my competitive spirit might jump through, but just because a kid I knew in 5th grade died on one of those, so it's always kind of been stuck in the back of my head when I'm racing. But that'll be really fun.
Just come last so you don't have to worry about it.
I know. And I think you can also drive like Lamborghinis there, Ferraris there, so like really fast cars. So hopefully, we don't know how much those cost yet, so we'll ask when we get there, and hopefully John will get to ride one of those. And then we're going to go to like a group dinner, and that's it. So that's a quick little 2 days. I'm going a day ahead, so I can have some alone me time, like genuine me time. But it should be fun. I'm really excited.
That does sound fun, but not for me. That sounds like a very, I guess, a bachelorette kind of vibe.
I'm not going for the bachelorette. I'm going for the...
I know.
If I didn't specify in the beginning when I was like, I'm one of the guys. I'm a bachelor woman instead of a bachelor man.
Yeah, that just
a groomswoman. I'm sorry, a groomswoman, not a groomsman.
Yeah, that doesn't sound fun. I mean, it sounds fun, but like
it's really fun. But obviously, when you have bachelorette parties, they're going like on a booze cruise. Like, they're doing like girly fun stuff.
Speaking of, I want to do that thing you keep sending me on TikTok, the Scottsdale thing. I want to go even if we don't have a bachelorette
just
party.
3 of us.
Just have a sister trip.
That'd be fun. Yeah, so
Scottsdale's mini list.
Scottsdale is a huge bachelorette party
it's very
now.
Instagram-y kind of place.
Yeah, it's very, very in right now.
Which is weird.
But yeah, so that should already have happened. After, oh my god, that should have already happened before this episode comes out. So we'll maybe keep you updated if something crazy happens. I might have a new
job. I don't know. I've been job hopping here, and it's totally fine finding the one that's right for me.
I'm gonna find her Cinderella story, finding the shoe that fits.
I'm still going, still trying to get my life together. Who cares? Who cares? Makes for fun stories, I guess.
Yeah. But today was good. We just went to brunch with our grandma and our father to our favorite place. We love to go eat and get good drinks. And it was quick and easy. It's a beautiful day. So Karen and Gladys are going to leave me to go explore the day while I stay home play mom.
We're going to have another K&K day adventures like we used to back in the
adventures.
day.
I think you guys are going to one place.
Oh, well, we might go. I just saw like
oh my god, there's a gnat in here. our studio.
Our studio. It's our audience. I guess gnats love us. No, but yeah. Are you gonna tag along?
Well, if he's in his stroller, he's okay. Because he understands that he's in it. Because we went to the outlet malls and we walked for like a good hour and a half and he was fine. But then he just got antsy after being out for so long. So it just depends on what stores you guys want to go to.
Well, it is Sunday, so a lot of places not a lot of places close early, just certain places. But I don't know.
So you're planning on staying out that late to close time?
Well, it was just really pretty day. What time is it? It's 2. It's a really pretty day. So obviously I'm going to go to Target, to TJ Maxx, maybe Home Goods, maybe Bath and Body Works.
Yeah.
You know, I have a whole, because I just hate when it's so pretty
and you're
like
I'm
home or I'm at work. You know what I mean? Like, unless I'm just tired, obviously. But no, it's we don't get a lot of days like this here in Texas where it's like a nice crisp day.
Where you can be outside and be comfortable.
Yeah, because I'm not ready for the 3 digits coming soon.
Yeah.
Where I will not leave.
They're coming soon and staying for a while until about October maybe. But that's the good old state of Texas, y'all.
Ew.
I know.
Fall, y'all. Happy fall, y'all.
Fall, y'all.
Get your butter and biscuits.
But yeah, so let's go ahead and get into today's episode. So like we did.
Oh, do you want to disclaim? I apologize for last week's episode shit show. I'm gonna put that out there. We were unprepared.
We were very happy if you're still listening to us now because of that.
That's what I want to say. If y'all are here.
Thank you. You're real doers. But some people like that kind of banter where we're just being ourselves.
Thank you.
I've had a friend reach out recently. But when we first started the podcast too, like a lot of people would always say like, oh my God, it's literally like where I'm hanging out with you guys. And be like, that's our whole
vibe.
Like we're not here to do vibe. Like interviews. We're not here to just constantly hard talk about situations. We're here to be like you're hanging out with one of your friends or one of your sisters. That's our vibe.
Sister gals.
Yeah. And so I'm really happy when I hear people say like, it's like I'm sitting with you guys. And that's the whole purpose, is to like be chilling, not like come here to learn about politics or something.
You're not going to learn anything. I mean, you actually no. We're smart gals.
You're not going to learn anything.
You're not going to gain any knowledge.
You'll learn from our mistakes. That's for sure.
And I got plenty of them.
Yeah.
We do a whole episode on Kira's mistakes.
Yeah, that's true.
And it might help
that might be a series, actually.
We should make a segment. Kira's mistake this week.
That's really funny.
It's okay. I'm okay with airing it out because it helps. Obviously, y'all clearly helped everything. You know what I did wrong helped y'all, and maybe y'all don't have older sisters, and I can do that. My mistakes could be for you.
Yeah, or your older sister is like pitch like literally perfect and doesn't make mistakes, so you feel like you have to be
I never got that role. You know how it's either one or the two. Your sister's so perfect, you're trying to get like the movies compared to
you always compare, or they like don't be like your older sister. Which sister are you?
Which sister are you?
That's so funny.
Oh my God, you remember what's the movie Stuck in the Suburbs when the sisters like I
hated that movie because I don't like that actress. What's her name?
Danielle Panabaker.
First of all, I hate the name Panabaker, so I never liked her in what was that show she was in?
My name. Danielle Panabaker?
Yeah, wasn't she in a show or no? Or was it just that movie? She was in something else on Disney Channel.
Well, she was in Read It and Weep.
That's the book I hate.
That's the movie with
the movie I hate, the sisters. Yeah.
And then Danielle
Stuck in the Suburbs, Mo Bird song. Correct?
Yes.
Okay, actually that's the one I like. I don't like Read It and Weep.
Yeah, I was like, no, I like Stuck in the Suburbs.
Sounds like a bitch.
When she was a soccer player and Brenda. I love the soccer ball purse.
Oh, that was everything.
You know what I mean? Okay, we should do an episode on that. Like
old TV shows that shaped us who we are today.
Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so again, sorry, that was. Now here's the episode. So like we did Valentine's Day, since it is spring break, spring breakers for everybody out here. For basically the whole month of March is a spring break to somebody's school, somebody's something. So we're gonna read 5 horror spring break stories that we found on the internet
that don't end in death.
I don't know. I haven't read them yet.
Oh my God, I don't want to do a death story. It's sad.
Well, it's to educate the youth who are going out there, because spring break
just said we don't
is one of the spring break is one of the biggest places where bad people go and look for vulnerable children or vulnerable really young people when it comes to scamming, human trafficking, stealing, just because they know kids are dumb and want to have that quote unquote fun college or high school spring break experience. So it's like, be smart about it, you know?
Spring break.
Okay, so let's go ahead and let me see.
I love that movie, Spring Breakers. I could live without Selena Gomez. Thank God her part was so small. But
yeah, okay,
go ahead. I haven't heard these, so
yeah. Number 1. Okay. So I got these off of the source. Actually, no, the 6. Oh, I'm sorry. 6. My apologies. Spring break horror stories from the Men's Journal. So I guess these are from men's perspective.
Men's perspective. God forbid. Okay, go ahead.
It's funny because it says the the preface was just like, spring break is an oasis of booze, beach babes, and parties. After months of studying and hitting the books hard, that mid-March hiatus from the real world is real world is the sweetest release. But before you pack your bags for Cancun, Panama City Beach, or Las Vegas, or in Texas, South Padre,
boo,
check out these crazy spring break stories. You'll probably find them pretty hilarious, but only because they haven't happened to you yet.
Ooh.
Be careful out there.
Did you do spring break? I had one good spring break experience.
Yeah, I did one in high school. Most of the time in high school, besides my senior year, we always had tournaments.
Yeah.
So we never got to have a spring break. In college, I don't think I went anywhere far in college. I think we just went to like Galveston because it was right there by school. Yeah. Or like I just went to the river, lake, but not anything far. But all right, here we go. Busted at the border. Oh,
I don't want to talk about it. I just like to be included.
I know you haven't. That's why.
I have. My freshman year of college, we went to South Padre.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
It wasn't a fun experience. It was the group of people I went with, though.
Yeah, that's always a major thing. Go with people they're gonna have fun with.
They're really nice people. The people that were like followed the rules but wanted to get crazy, but their crazy was like normal things, you know what I mean? Yeah. But that's all I'll say, because it wasn't a fun time. It was a waste of 6 hours. But go ahead. A drive there, because we drove from Austin all the way to South Padre, and they're like, "There's too many people here." I'm like, "Y'all didn't even get a hotel."
You didn't stay?
No, we left because they didn't think to book a room. Like, it was just a mess. It was very sad. But anyway, go ahead.
So this one is called Busted at the Border.
Bust it wide open. I'm gonna tell her bring it back.
My friends thought it would be a good idea to sneak joints across the Texas state border. Ooh. I warned them it was stupid, but they didn't listen. Sure enough, they were stopped by the cops and ended up spending the night in jail. Orange jumpsuits and all. It went on their records, and my spring break was ruined. All because of a plan I wanted nothing to do with in the first place. I never wanted to say I told you so more. Graham, 22. The lesson learned, don't smuggle drugs. Period.
Okay, Graham.
Oh, so they wanted to steal across. They were lucky they didn't try to steal it like coming in from Mexico. Where were they going?
Oh, they're coming from Mexico.
So they went somewhere to Texas. No, they're going somewhere to Texas. Okay. So they just smuggled drugs to Texas, which I mean that's a pretty easy lesson to learn, because it's just like, just fly somewhere. Well, we don't know when this story was taken, but I was like, just fly somewhere where weed is legal, so you don't have to smuggle nothing.
See, I'm scared because you know how it's crazy how people like bring stuff back from California or to Colorado. Like, I'm too scared to do that.
It's not worth it. Yeah, like, just save up some coin and go there to smoke as freely as you want.
Yeah, I'm scared
than smuggling. That's a pretty basic lesson. Don't smuggle drugs. Don't do drugs, and
just
especially
don't
smuggle
law,
them,
ladies and gentlemen.
Number 2,
to a certain extent.
Oh, this name I don't even like. It's called Kissing Cousins. After a night of drinking in Cancun, I hooked up with the girl I barely knew in a public pool. Typical Cancun things. Ooh. It was great, but apparently a lot of other people thought so too, because when we were done, onlookers started cheering, including a hotel employee shouting,
"Same.
Yeah!" Yeah! In a thick Spanish accent.
Vámonos!
That means let's go, not yeah, but okay.
I mean, like, okay, whatever.
To make matters worse, I later found out that girl is actually my distant cousin. I guess we were both so drunk that we didn't even notice the people watching or realize that we were related. Trevor, 33. The lesson here is casual hookups can be complicated.
So, like, they didn't know of each other at all?
I don't know if they just were both too drunk and didn't figure out they were cousins, or maybe they kind of rekindled afterwards and slowly figured out, hey, that's your grandma's house, that's my grandma's house.
Wait, you know Uncle Ed? I know Uncle Ed.
That's so strange.
I mean,
I think they didn't know. I mean, it didn't really clarify, but I think they didn't know. And then I feel like they rekindled and then figured out they were distant cousin, because they were so drunk and they knew. I feel like they would have known each other was in the same place. Oh, I see what you mean.
Like, they like try to like contact each other after, like, oh, yeah. I wonder who that girl was.
Yeah, because I feel like if you went to Cancun, unless you were so drunk you'd even know your cousin was there at the same time. But they did say distant. He really makes sure to amplify it was distant cousins.
I remember one time I was at this foam party, and it was like a typical, like, this girl. I literally heard this girl was like, I'm gonna make out with somebody and run away like the movies. Like, I literally heard this girl say that. Ew. And so we were at a foam party, and then I just see the same girl run in front of me, do her thing, and then go, like, literally so dramatic. Like, I'm like, we're not in a movie. Like, we're in real life. She goes and like runs away.
What was the purpose of the story?
Oh, I was thinking about her.
I thought I had to do something, but she ended up finding that was her cousin.
No. I'm just saying, I was thinking about that.
No. Okay, next story. So that's how you're gonna end it. I was like,
and then it was her cousin. Sorry, guys, it was her cousin.
Just found out it was her stepbrother.
Stepbrother. What are you doing, stepbrother?
Here we go. Number 3, Dazed and Confused. We were just talking about that movie the other day.
All right.
While I was on spring break in Hawaii, we got money. I took a friend out for his 21st birthday.
Oh, we got money.
I slammed 3 drinks. I slammed 3 drinks in a record time, and that's the last thing I remember. I woke up to nothing but the sky above me, dazed and confused. I looked around and discovered that I was 6 stories high on the roof of a building.
Oh my God.
And about a mile or 2 away from the bar we were the night before. Halfway home, I realized I had only 1 shoe on and was covered with those prickly things that you stick to after crawling through the bushes. The events of that night will forever be a mystery to me. Blaine, the lesson learned is know your limits.
Where are your friends, Blaine?
Where's the 21st birthday dude at? You clearly took him to Hawaii, so you couldn't remind him to, like, hey, if I get too drunk, make sure I don't end up on a roof somewhere with 1 shoe on.
Oh my God, somebody watched The Hangover too many times.
Yeah, that's actually very scary. He's a male, so maybe it's not as scary, but that's something very scary. I remember when we were little, Dad used to like make us watch like the spring break news or the 30 for 30. Like they had like all these little spring break things. We were like children at the time. We weren't even in high school then. We were kids, and it was like all these horror stories that happened on spring break. But I mean, it's true.
Oh my God, this one person I saw on American Idol, it just has to do with the roof thing, not about the spring break, so I can clarify so people aren't expecting. This guy, like, he was like going down a dark path, and he like went on top of the roof and put half of his body off and fell asleep, and he said if he rolled off, he was obviously gonna die, and if he didn't, that means he was meant to be here. Isn't that interesting? Like he like was.
Why don't you just flip a coin? I feel like that's the same thing, because I feel like your body naturally wouldn't move.
You still have to have the balls to do it, but there, if you roll, like that's it.
You know what I mean? There's no stopping in between.
Yeah, isn't that an interesting thing? I mean, now
it's actually kind of terrifying.
It's terrifying,
but I feel like you would stay, because like, you know, when you have your child in the bed, at least with me, you naturally don't roll over, because you know
the mother instinct.
No, maybe, or you know what I'm saying, because you know I can't roll over because I'm. You know what I mean? Okay.
No, yeah, that's just I just thought about.
Spring broke.
Us.
When I was 22, my friends and I went to Florida for spring break. Typical spring break location. We didn't have much money to begin with, since we spent it all on beer. So the few first nights of our trip, we were spent bumming hotels room from strangers we met at parties. Our last night, however, we ran out of luck. With nowhere to stay and no money for a hotel, we were forced to sleep in my car in a covered parking garage. The next morning, we bought peanut butter bread and just enough gas to coast to Illinois before the Illinois borders on fumes. Larry, 48. The lesson: budget for more than booze. First of all, what's his name? Larry. Why didn't you guys get a hotel before you left? Like, did you guys automatically think, oh, when we get there, then we'll find a hotel and hopefully we don't spend all our money? Like, what?
Like, what? That just sounds like terrible planning.
It sounds like you use like all they both sound like 2 stupid friends.
Like all your money on all your money on booze.
First of all,
how much beer are you buying?
Kara, you took the words out of my mouth. I was like, what are you guys buying, Cristal? Like, what are you buying? Because beer is, for you to get a good 24 pack, which is $24, you should be fine.
And like you didn't see any of your friends down there? Like nobody?
I mean, I guess them 2 went to Florida from Illinois by themselves.
I feel like if I saw some friends, I would be like, okay, y'all can hang out with us.
First of all, who's letting you stay in the room? This
sounds like an early 70s kind of vibe.
I feel he's 48. So I assume that didn't happen last weekend. So if that happened
last weekend, Larry, you have bigger issues you need to worry about.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I feel like this happened when he was. Oh yeah, it says when I was 22.
Oh, okay, I forgot. We missed that part. Okay, 22.
Sorry, Larry, I didn't mean to discredit you.
So definitely was in the 70s.
Yeah, pretty sure.
No, like 80s.
80s. It doesn't matter. It still was
before
people
Venmo.
Actually like hitchhiked. So I mean, it was during that time. But moral of the story, kids, if buy a hotel before you go anywhere,
or if you don't have the money, don't do it.
Find something local fun to do.
Yeah, it's like, not worth it. Like,
yeah,
the problem is there's
to sleep in your car and bum off a stranger,
or at least have like a sleeping bag in your car, so you can at least make like that's I guess for a guy kind of thing.
Oh, I was making sure it was recording.
No, I can hear.
Yeah, the sleeping bag.
That is being PTSD.
Okay, number 5.
Okay,
Trouble in Paradise.
Ooh, it sounds like a breakup.
Oh, here we go. How funny! I said, I went to South Padre Island for spring break with my best friend, his roommate, and his roommate's girlfriend. Little did we know, the roommate and his girlfriend had started a series of fights just before we arrived. Every single night, they would come back to the room screaming at each other.
Oh my God,
she would be hysterically crying, and he would be at her heels screaming at her and cussing her out. The whole situation was incredibly awkward for everyone involved.
Yeah,
Ian, 22. The lesson learned: consider a bro-only house policy. So she's the problem? Is that who he's trying to make it seem like?
Okay, so the roommate is a boy and 2 guys.
Yeah, so basically 3 guys and 1 girl, and one of them are dating. 2 of them are dating. Whatever.
Okay, one's a couple.
Yeah, one's a couple, and I guess it was just
couple kept fighting
the entire time, which sounds like a nightmare.
That sounds awful. Get a new room.
Well, they were fighting before then. I guess they found out later, so they already had a bunch of built up tension and stuff, and then they went on the trip. And yeah, the sun. Because sometimes you just be pissed off if you're in the heat.
You'll see your third period person there. I'm gonna go hang out with new friends.
Yeah, South Padre for the Texas area.
You'll see everyone.
It's a lot. Yeah,
it's gross.
At least I'm sure somebody from your school has attended to South Padre Island at least once before in their life. And it's disgusting.
I'm not gonna say who, but that video went around.
Yeah, we had a girl at our school. Should I even say it? No,
because
people know who it is.
Yeah, people who listen to us know.
I mean, then we don't need to talk about it because they know it was everywhere.
Yeah, but it's not coming out of our mouth.
Yeah. Moving on. So moral of that story, like you said, is have a boys only trip, or don't go if you guys know you're gonna fight the whole time,
or just get your own room. You can still go with them, but
just get your own room.
I feel couples should have their own room anyway, because we in instances like that for fighting, and it's just awkward for everyone.
Yeah, it makes everybody kind of like, should we leave, should we stay, should we butt in, should we not butt in, like what's the deal?
Yeah, I mean, he shouldn't scream at
all right face. Number 6, the last one. Dirty, not in a good way. Hot tub action. When I was 25, I went to Acapulco.
Yeah, it's the Acapulco shore.
Acapulco Loco.
Let me see.
Wait, Acapulco. Acapulco.
That's the one that the Jersey Shore version, but the Mexican version.
Well, when I was 25, I went to Acapulco for spring break. The beachfront hotel I stayed in had 2 hot tubs, which I enjoyed on a regular basis. Within 3 weeks of returning home, however, I became extremely ill. Turns out I had contracted a serious infection from the hot tubs, which carry millions of bacteria. Hugo, 32. The lesson, research the hotel before you book.
I was just about to say, I don't like hot tubs because
I don't go
it's
to
warm
hot
enough to keep bacteria alive like that. And honestly, I don't enjoy being hot. You know what I mean? So like when I'm going to the pool, I want to be cool off. Like hot tubs, unless it's ours. You know what I mean?
Yeah, if you have your own hot tub, or like, I don't know, because sometimes Airbnbs offer hot tubs, but like hot tubs are just kind of like gross. Again, I don't like being hot either. Maybe it's just when it's like snowy outside.
Maybe then I would do it. But like when I go to like hot tubs don't attract me, because at least in chlorine's killing stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And 2, like I said, I just never wanted to sit in a hot
be
tub
like in a bowl of soup
and talk to everyone, be like with your hair up in a bun, and you're like. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess it's supposed to be relaxing. I've only been in a hot tub a couple times, but again, it's always been when it's kind of more chilly, so it's not as bad. But yeah, if it's in the hot tub's only for nighttime activities. Like if somebody goes in the hot tub in the broad daylight of Texas, like you are a sociopath. Who does that?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm sorry, Hugo, that you contracted this deadly disease.
Or maybe don't go in on a regular basis. Maybe do 1 or 2 times, and then you might not contract anything. But if you're in there all day, every day for 7 weeks.
I mean, they always say don't drink the water in Mexico, so why would you like swim in the water? You know what I mean?
You swam in water in Mexico before, so who are you to judge?
No, in a pool.
Oh, yeah. I mean, moral of the story, kids, don't get in hot tubs if it's not your personal or one of your friends.
And even then, you don't know how clean your friends are.
Or maybe like throw some bleach in there before you just take one of those little...
Ask them, can I see your filter? I want to see how clean it is.
I'm sure people have asked that before.
Lisa would.
Yeah, or I just probably will never get in a hot tub. That's disgusting.
It's just not for us.
Yeah, it's just not for us.
We like to play Marco Polo.
Maybe put your feet in. That's it. Make sure you have no cuts on your toes, though. Okay, so that's wrapped up the 6 stories. Those are pretty expected spring break crazy stories.
Those weren't too horrible.
Yeah, I'm sure there's worse. Obviously, like one's ending in death, but
oh my goodness,
or kidnappings or anything like that. But just a PSA, kids, go on spring break with genuine people who are your friends who will take care of you, not just people who want to go, not just people who can pay you faster. Like, go with
I like that.
Genuine
go with
friends.
People that care about you. Because when you go with a group of people that, if you're like a tag along, you'll be treated as a tag along. Right. You know what I mean? Like they're not
be left behind. You'll be forgotten about. You won't be. Nobody will care about you.
Tab.
Yeah. Oh, I would walk. I'm like, you either nail me to the floor because these people didn't pay. I'm not paying for it. Like, simple.
It's just spring break is scary. It's fun. It's scary. Or it could be fun.
Spring break is fun. I mean, anything could be fun. Anything could be scary as long as. So actually, the real moral of the story is to have genuine people in your life.
Yeah, let's go back to it.
Whether if you are going on any kinds of trip, as long as it's with genuine people. Mm-hmm. But spring break, like I said, is amplified for human trafficking, amplified for stealing, pickpocketers, scammers, all of that together because they know it's young kids with money who are drunk and stupid.
Can you look up the very first spring break? What do you think the very first?
I mean, back when colleges existed, I'm sure. Like, you don't think?
I don't think there was like a spring.
No, I think there was a spring break, but the whole idea of partying, I don't think was until I feel like the early 70s? Late 80s, early 90s, because they have those old spring break videos, like, you know, of like, you know, the old rappers would be like spring break and stuff like that.
2001.
So I feel, I don't know. I feel like spring break is the best just so you're not working or in school. If you have a regular job, spring break doesn't exist unless you're obviously a teacher. But yeah, I feel like spring break, it's an amazing time. It's either really cold or hot. Like, that's what I hate about Texas, at least. Because, like, sometimes if you go to the beach, it's, like, still freezing. You can't really go to the river sometimes. It's still freezing. Like,
yeah, river season's coming up.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I think that was it.
Yeah, I think that's it. I hope everybody had a fun spring break. I don't know. I guess by this end, when this airs, y'all's could be over. Y'all's could be starting.
Just starting, yeah.
And also, it might be daylight savings times, too. So don't forget to turn your clocks.
Oh, yeah. I was so confused this morning. I didn't realize that it was already daylight savings
already happened
time. Yeah, it already happened.
Oh my god, I was like, y'all make sure you don't turn those clocks so this
I'm pretty sure it already happened because my phone was different from the stove and I had to change the stove.
You know what, I did notice that because your car was at 9 and this was 10.
Yeah,
interesting.
Oh, yeah, and I changed it when we were driving.
Yeah. Okay, well, again, you don't learn stuff from me. You just
so now we have
clean your
an extra day of daylight, less hour of sleep.
Purge your closet, purge your pantry. This is a great week.
Spring cleaning.
Cleaning. Now that I'm an adult, I enjoy it. When we were kids, I hated it.
Seriously.
But now that I'm an adult, like spring cleaning, get those bright yellows out, those bright pastels out,
the lemons, the flamingos.
You know what I mean? Let's have positive vibes.
Yeah, that's not my style. I do love the ambience of like springness. Yeah, but like, you know, people who have like the lemon this, lemon that, flamingo this, I don't want watermelon I'm just saying, pineapple like, this. I'm like
watermelon sugar. No, I meant like more like just like bright.
Yeah, brighter things.
Brighten up your day with your brighten up and stuff. Maybe
pastel colors are here and in, like my nails.
Maybe like your stove
and my toes.
Your stove.
Yeah,
towels.
your stove towels.
Get some cute little pink bright. Just brighten up the day because right now we're going. I don't get seasonal depression, but there are people that do. So this is a time for y'all to get better from that.
I know. I kind of feel like that's so stupid. Like it's sad. Not stupid. I'm sorry. Those are the wrong words.
That was so mean.
I meant like not stupid, but it sucks that like the weather can really affect, you know, how you feel, and like the darkness and the coldness can really make people more sad than what they are.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I said now it's about to bloom. Yeah, we're blooming, and you should bloom too.
Yeah, if you did have seasonal depression, I'm not calling you stupid. I'm just to clarify that. I just meant like it sucks. Like it's stupid that like weather can affect you so much. Yeah, like to where people actually have seasonal depression. But
no, right now, like I said, just bloom, have fun, and don't forget to follow us on all of our streaming platforms.
Yes.
Go. Sorry, I swallowed. Make sure you rate, comment, subscribe to our YouTube channel, our TikTok. It's my fault, but I'll get better on our Instagram. Going up there.
Make sure to comment or leave a comment on both podcasts and
for this one
and Spotify.
Leave a flower.
Yeah, leave a flower. Or should we put a lemon? Because we talked about lemons.
Yeah, leave
a lemon or a beach emoji. One of the two, because that's what our episode came around to, was lemons and beach.
Lemon and beaches. So I think that. And then before we go, I was going to talk about the Spring Break movie, how accurate I felt that movie was, but then I kind of closed it out. So I was going to name the Spring Break Forever, but we never talked about it.
Yeah, we didn't talk about it at all.
I did bring it up, but
you just said Selena Gomez.
You just
because it was too far of an intro. We kept talking.
I know. I'm just saying.
Okay, so now we're gonna end it now. So just everyone have a fun and safe, or you've already did. I hope it was a fun and safe spring break episode. But always remember to do you, sis.